Alright, so I'm gonna say a sentence that would have sounded completely ridiculous a few years ago. GTA 6 Online could evolve into something that looks and feels like an MMORPG. Now, before the comments go crazy, let me be super clear up front. I am not saying GTA 6 is turning into a World of Warcraft. There's not gonna be elves, there's no raids, and there's no healing spells. What people are talking about, what this rumor is really pointing at, is that GTA Online is evolving from sessions and lobbies into a more persistent, seamless, role-driven world, which is basically the modern version of what MMOs do best. And the reason this is blowing up is because MMO industry veteran just said he's heard that GTA 6 Online has a bunch of planned features that are typical of MMORPG. So let's break down exactly what was said, why it's not as crazy as it sounds, and what the realistic version of MMO GTA would actually look like. So this is where the rumor comes from. Recently, this news outlet did an interview with Rich Vogel, which is a guy with legit MMO history like Ultima Online and Star Wars The Old Republic. In that interview, Vogel basically said there's a huge MMO audience out there waiting for the right game. And if what he's been hearing about GTA 6's features are true, GTA 6 Online could evolve into an MMORPG because a lot of the planned features are typical of that genre. And now the news outlet was very transparent. Vogel did not work and does not work on GTA 6. All of this information is secondhand, and we need to take all of this with a grain of salt. But the reason it's worth discussing is because Rockstar has already been moving in this direction, whether they call it MMO or not. Now, when people hear MMO, they picture a totally different kind of game. But MMORPG features don't have to mean GTA becomes an MMO. It can mean GTA Online starts borrowing the parts that keep MMO players locked in for years. So what are those parts? Here's the GTA translation. First, a more persistent world. Not just you joined a lobby, more like your character exists in a world that continues, your choices stick, and your progression feels permanent. Next, roles and careers that aren't just roleplay in your head. In MMOs, people choose their identities: healers, tank, crafters, traders, guild leaders. In GTA RP, people already do this with cops, EMS, mechanics, lawyers, drug runners, nightclub owners. Really, the only difference is whether the game supports it as a real system. Deeper progression that isn't only buy more stuff. MMOs keep you grinding with skill progression, reputation, unlock trees, and specialization. GTA Online progression became mostly money driven over time. The rumor implies GTA 6 Online could shift towards a more structured long-term progression. Social structure that matters. Crews could function more like guilds, ranks, perks, territory, group objectives, and shared resources. Reoccurring world content, public events, timed activities, faction-style conflicts, rotating missions, really stuff that feels like a living world calendar. If GTA 6 Online hits even a chunk of that, people are gonna call it MMO-like, because that's basically what it becomes. It would be a persistent online life sim inside of a crime sandbox. Now here's the part I think people forget. GTA Online already became way more than a multiplayer mode. It became Take-Two's longest running platform, regular free updates, standalone GTA Online launch in 2022, and even GTA Plus as a membership program. That's not old school multiplayer, that's live service platform behavior. And when you build something that's meant to last a decade plus, you start solving the same problems MMOs solve. How do we keep the world feeling alive? How do we keep players invested socially? How do we add content without breaking everything? And how do we make progression feel endless without making it feel pointless? So if Rockstar is looking at GTA 6 Online as their next 10-year universe, it would honestly be weird if they weren't borrowing ideas from MMOs. Now, here's where this rumor starts to feel less random. Rockstar officially announced in August of 2023 that CFX.RE, the team behind 5M and RedM, the biggest Rockstar roleplay and creator communities, joined Rockstar Games officially. That's not speculation, that's Rockstar's own newswire, and we've covered it before. Now, this news outlet points out the obvious. 5M introduced MMO-ish elements to GTA 5 through the community. Dedicated servers, higher player counts depending on the server setup, and actual roleplay careers and systems. And the popularity is real. 5M has hit massive concurrency milestones that show that there's a huge appetite for GTA, but more persistent and role-driven. So when Rich Vogel says he's heard GTA 6 Online has planned features that resemble MMOs, the first thing I think is that Rockstar already bought the people who basically built MMO-flavored GTA already. And it gets even more interesting when you look at how Rockstar's public attitude towards RP has changed. PC Gamer reported this year on Rockstar collaborating around GTA RP in a much more official way than before, highlighting how big and mainstream the RP scene has become. So they're not just tolerating it, they're leaning into it. Okay, so how do you make GTA Online feel like a persistent world without literally doing one server with 1,000 players? This is where infrastructure matters. Take-Two has a patent describing seamless merging and splitting of network sessions in a multiplayer environment, specifically so players can move around with unnecessary loading, stalling, and to create a more realistic perceived population. In plain English, the game can quietly rebalance sessions behind the scenes so the world feels populated and seamless, even if it's technically multiple sessions stitched together. That's not automatically MMO confirmed, but it is the same kind of problem MMOs solved, making the world feel continuous, alive, and scalable. And if GTA 6 Online is going for bigger crowds, more RP-like systems, more persistent world behavior, this kind of tech becomes way more important. Now, here's the thing that can make GTA 6 Online feel like a genre shift, even if the gameplay is still GTA: user-generated content. The Verge covered reporting that Rockstar has been talking to creators from ecosystems like Roblox and Fortnite, plus existing GTA creators, about bringing UGC into GTA 6 in some form. If GTA 6 Online has official creator tools, custom experiences, roleplay frameworks, server-like instances, and a content pipeline that isn't only Rockstar-made missions, then yeah, you're not just playing GTA 6 Online, you're playing a platform. And that's exactly how MMOs survived for years: a mixture of developer content, social systems, and player-driven ecosystems. So let me paint what I think is the most believable version of GTA 6 Online if it were to become MMO-like. More persistent identity, reputation system, job roles, maybe progression paths that matter, official RP support, not mandatory RP, but servers or modes that actually support structured roles. A deeper economy, money sinks that makes sense, supply loops, black markets, valuables, also crews that become guilds, shared property, shared missions, and shared perks. All types of world events, stuff happening in the city that draws players together. Seamless population tech, fewer hard lobby vibes, and more this is a world kind of vibe. And then over time, years, not months, that evolves into something people casually label as an MMO, even though Rockstar never will really officially use that term. So here's where I land on all of this. I don't think GTA 6 Online will officially become an MMORPG in the classic sense, but I absolutely think it could borrow MMO systems: persistence, roles, deeper progression, world events, scalable populations, especially with Rockstar's 5M move and the broader push towards creator-driven experiences. But with all of that, I want to hear from you. If GTA 6 Online leans into MMO-style systems, do you want that, or do you want classic GTA Online just bigger and smoother? Drop your take in the comments below, I'll be reading through all of them. And while you're at it, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more videos just like this one. Alright, with that all out of the way, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.